Cole says, as he just keeps stuffing it in his mouth.
Wow.
Make these futuristic sloppy joes, y'all.
Mmm.
2 thumbs?
Ooh, we get 2 thumbs.
That's lots of flavor.
It's time for some new recipes. Are you ready? I'm ready. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. It is Saturday, and I am making lunch for the guys. They are outside doing yard work right now. So I saw this recipe for cheesy taco sloppy joes, and that just sounded divine, so that's what we're making today. Sloppy joes are usually a pretty quick and easy meal. I've never seen a recipe that was super hard. What we need today is, it said a medium red onion. I'm probably gonna do about half of this onion here. It called for, y'all hold your horses, this is newsworthy. It called for 10 cloves of garlic. I think I have 8 here. 10 just seemed excessive for 1 pound of ground beef. I know, shock, awe, everyone gasps. I'm doing less garlic than it calls for. Who am I? Anyway, okay. And then it called for 3 jalapenos. I got these out of our garden. These should be nice and ripe and hot. I'm gonna use Steven's favorite way of getting the skin off. Did that work? Let's see. Do I not hit it hard enough? I don't know. It's never been the easiest way for me to get the skin off. I mean, it's not awful, but I mean, I'm hitting it hard enough because it's split. Like, I split the garlic. That's a no for me, dog. I'm glad it works for Steven. It does not work for me. You know what does work for me? This works for me. You put it in here and you roll it. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I did pre-crack them, so that probably helped, but that was a whole lot faster. So tell me below, what do you do? Which method is your method? I'm sticking with this little device thingy. I think I got it at Dollar Tree a long time ago. If you don't have one of these and you want one, I think I have one linked in my Amazon store. If you're ever wondering where I get any of the things that I use in my videos, most of the stuff I have linked in my Amazon store. If it's available on Amazon, obviously. Why is garlic so sticky? I know people say you can put garlic in here unpeeled, but I've never had the best luck with that. I feel like I don't get all of the garlic out, so I like to peel it first. This is why I don't like to mince garlic. This is why I use the pre-minced garlic. I have 0 strength in my hands, I'm telling you. Gosh, I wish I had Steven in here, but he is outside trimming some trees. I just took him some water. It is very hot outside. That's done. That's a lot of garlic. Anywho, we're gonna use this to dice our jalapeno and our onion because it's all going in at the same time. And you know what? I'm gonna put a glove on because I made the mistake of doing this last time and then I touched my eye afterwards. I don't have to tell you what happened. I'll leave the seeds in on the smallest one and take the ones out on the bigger ones. Now let's dice these. Let's head over to the stove. Okay, I've got this large skillet heating up to about medium-high heat, and it calls for butter in this recipe. I am out of butter. We literally used the last of it, I think, yesterday, and I haven't been back to the store yet. So I'm using olive oil, and what we're just gonna do is cook these or saute this for about 3 to 4 minutes. In the last couple of minutes, we'll add in our garlic. Okay, we don't want our garlic to burn. I'm just gonna let this hang out for another 30 seconds, and then we're gonna add in our ground beef. Okay, this is 1 pound of lean ground beef, and we are just gonna cook this until the ground beef is done. Mine is super lean. It doesn't have a lot of fat in it, but if there's enough fat in there that I feel like I should drain it, once this is done cooking, we will drain. This is done. There is really not much fat in here at all. I think this ground beef was 93.7. So I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm not gonna worry with trying to drain out any of that. Sorry, I fogged y'all up. So we need about a tablespoon of taco seasoning. This is taco sloppy joes, so it wouldn't be right without it, right? We also need a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, so let's add that in. Let's add some salt and pepper as well. I've got about a half a teaspoon of kosher salt going in. I'm also gonna turn my heat down a little bit, and some black pepper. Stir that around. Now, while this hangs out, let's make a cornstarch slurry. We're gonna add about 1/4 cup of beef broth to this measuring cup, and just about a tablespoon of the cornstarch in there with it. And let's take it over to our sloppy joes. This is gonna help thicken it up. It's also gonna thicken when we add some cheese to it here in a second. So let's pour in the beef broth with the cornstarch. I'm gonna turn the heat back up just a little to about medium. And we're gonna let this cook or simmer for about 5 minutes before we add in our cheese, because this is cheesy taco sloppy joes. I need to go call the guys in. I'll be right back. And while this is hanging out, I'm putting some brioche buns here in my toaster, and I'm gonna do this and hit bagel. And I don't know if you know what that means, but that basically means that it's gonna toast the insides more than it's gonna toast the outsides. Okay, I turned off our heat. I'm actually gonna move this over just a tiny bit. That's from breakfast this morning, bacon grease. If you know, you know. That stuff, you don't throw that away. Anyway, now we're gonna add in some Mexican blend cheese. It calls for about a cup to go straight in here. It's gonna make it even thicker.
What you like?
Cheesy taco sloppy joes.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey y'all. I'm mandyinthemaking, just by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Stupid. So we've got our buns toasted. I'm gonna load it up with some sloppy joe. You can top it with whatever you'd like, but it did mention that a squeeze of lime juice is really great over top of it. So I'm just gonna do just a little bit of lime juice. That looks burnt. It's not, I assure you. It just got really dark. It's good. So this guy said he's not too hungry. I was gonna grab some chips, but
Not too hungry.
yeah. But he's gonna taste test for us. He's all sweaty. He just came in from outside. It is
Wash my
really
face
hot.
and hands, though. So
That's right.
got the important things.
That's right.
I'm gonna get my face dirty and my hands dirty again. I'm gonna get them sloppy.
That's right.
Here we go. Spicy.
Good.
Spicy sloppy joes.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting. Ooh. Some good flavor in here. There's some garlic in here.
There's definitely garlic. Cole says, as he just keeps stuffing it in his mouth.
Bold sloppy joe
Okay.
with a kick.
Good.
Really good.
Excellent. I'm so happy.
Joe, I like the bun too.
Yeah, the brioche bun
The
toasted.
brioche bun kind of helps you keep it all in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The
It's not
fact that I
falling apart.
toasted. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Back when we were little, we just had
Yeah.
some white bread. Some of that, what was it called? Bunny something?
Was it blue bunny?
Blue bunny or something like that.
And then there's sunbeam too.
Sunbeam, yeah.
Sunbeam. Yeah.
Just the white bread, and you put it on there, and it'd fall all over
Oh,
the place.
yeah, absolutely.
Be a big mound in the middle, and then it just, you take a bite, and all of it fall out.
Yeah.
Cole's already done. This is spicy and bold, like Steven said. You can't really tell there's too much cheese in there. I didn't put a whole lot of cheese in it, but
It's definitely a better sloppy joe. This is the way forward.
as Titus would say. All right,
This
y'all.
is the future right here.
Make these futuristic sloppy joes, y'all.
This is my most favorite sloppy joe. Now I can't even talk.
I can't believe this is your favorite. We've done so many. Wow. All right.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Mr. Wow. Okay. Well, he said this is something I could have all the time. Like he wants this one on repeat. So I'm good with that. It's delicious.
Dinner tonight is going to be so fast. I've already got my green beans started on the stove. If you've never made my green bean recipe, I will try and remember to link that below. It is on my website. If you're ever looking for a recipe, not all of my recipes are on there, but a lot of the recipes are on there. Just go to mandyinthemaking.com and then you can just do a search for what you're looking for, or there's different labels. So if you're looking for air fryer meals or crock pot meals, you can click on those and just scroll through them and find something for you and your family. But I wanted something somewhat light tonight for dinner, so we're gonna have cod. We've been trying to eat a little more fish, and tonight we're just doing cod in the air fryer. It's gonna take 15-20 minutes total. It's gonna be really fast, so that's why I went ahead and started the green beans before I started on the cod. So this is going to be air fryer breaded cod. Okay, so what we're gonna do is set up our dredging station. We're gonna do flour, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. I'll leave the flour out just in case I need more. We're gonna do 1 egg here. If I need to do another egg, I can always add another one. We're just gonna whisk that here. Lastly, let's do some panko breadcrumbs. I'm also gonna add some fresh parsley here. This is just from our little herb garden on the porch. Some Parmesan, some grated Parmesan, and a little Old Bay. I'm not doing measurements on this. I'm just till it feels right, you know, like my Nana used to say. So I patted my fish a little dry and salt and peppered it. Oh, you know what? Let me preheat my air fryer. I'm preheating my air fryer to 400. So we're dipping it in the flour first and then to the egg. And I did not mix this up over here. There, mixed. So now let's just dip or kind of coat it in this panko. And then I'm just gonna place it on this little plate here while we wait on the air fryer. Okay, we got those breaded. They are ready to go. My air fryer is preheated. I'm gonna spray it with a little bit of oil. I love this mister, it's so nice. Hopefully they're all gonna fit in one go. That is the goal here. I think we got it. Look at that. Whew. This is going in the air fryer at 400. For, let's do 10 minutes. She smells that fish, y'all. And we'll check them at that point. All right, y'all. It has been 10 minutes. These smell good and look good. We're gonna check the internal temperature. You want it to be around 145. Well, that's perfect. I know these thinner pieces are good. Let's check this thicker one here. We're good to go. These are ready to eat.
No, the question is, are you ready?
Good and flaky.
Good.
Let's try it.
Cole is so happy.
I like it. Very nice crust.
Good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Good flavors on there. I love how the crust is kind of crunchy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay,
Some
well,
of my favorite
good.
things. And then you got a little bit of that lemon juice on there.
I know, and I
Very
should have
nice,
made
very
some
fresh.
tartar sauce, but dropped
Yeah.
the ball on that one.
Still good.
Well, good. I'm glad. Cole loves it. Do we get a thumb or two?
2 thumbs?
Ooh, we get 2 thumbs.
I just love me some fish, I tell you what.
Fish is so good. And it's good for you, too. This is reminiscent of fish sticks, but better. The crustiness of the crust, the crispiness of the crust reminds me of fish sticks. But, you know, elevated adult fish sticks. This is so good.
Okay, y'all, it is the 3rd meal, and that means it's Subbie Supper night. Subbie Supper just means a subscriber sent in one of their favorite suppers, so we call it Subbie Supper. It sounded really great to us, so we're gonna give it a try too. This one comes from a very long time subscriber, and a lot of you probably have talked to her in my comment section before. This is from Miss Alma Trumbull. But she is married to her Marine veteran husband. He's also an ex-truck driver. And they have been married for a little over 5 years. Also, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Alma, but pretty sure they just had a grandbaby born like a week ago. So congratulations. And I'm so excited to try this one. It sounds right up our alley. Miss Alma sent in French onion smothered pork chops. It is so easy. The longest part is just putting it in the oven, waiting on it to bake. It is so quick to prepare, so let's do that now. Okay, let's get started by preheating our oven to 350. I'm actually gonna turn mine up just a little bit to 365, just because my pork chops are super thick. Okay, so the recipe called for 8 boneless pork chops. We're using 4. These came from Butcher Box. I don't know if you can tell, but these are super thick. So we're probably gonna have to let them bake a little bit longer than you would if they were a lot thinner, obviously. And this recipe only has 4 ingredients. You've got your pork chops. We've got this French onion dip. So this is a sour cream based dip. So I got it in the refrigerated section. You don't have to do the French onion if you find like chives and onion or whatever you would like, whatever flavor you would like. This is all my grocery store had as far as sour cream dips go. So you're just gonna spread this evenly over top. This is an 8-ounce package. I may not need all of this just because I don't have 8 pork chops. That should be enough. Let's spread this over top. Normally I would shred my own cheese, but I had this on hand just from when I was making something for church the other day and I was in a hurry. So I'm just gonna use the rest of this. You need sharp cheddar cheese. About 1.5 cups of it is what the recipe calls for. I probably have about 1 cup here, but that's all I really need since we don't have as much of the pork chops. Where's my girl? Gracie Lou. Okay, I'm gonna reserve some for Gracie Lou because, you know. And then lastly, I got a small thing of these French fried onions. We're just gonna spread this over top. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this entire thing, but doesn't really need that much.
but I didn't want to save just like a handful of them. So, okay, this is going in the oven at 350, or in my case, I'm doing 365 for 35 to 45 minutes. You just want to make sure that the internal temperature reaches at least 145 to 160. Really quickly, I just want to tell you a little bit about this t-shirt that I have on. I wear these t-shirts all of the time. You probably see this logo all the time. It says Grace and Cotton. This is a local small business. She's local to me, and she hand designs all of her t-shirts. And recently she has switched from the Bella t-shirts, which I love, or I thought I loved, until I tried these. These are the comfort colors, and I like them so much better. I don't earn any commission from sharing her stuff. I just like to help out a small business that's local to me. So if you are interested in checking out any Grace and Cotton t-shirts, just go to her website, and I've got it linked below in my description box. So it's just graceandcotton.com, and then if you use the code Mandy10, you can save 10% off of your order. She's got lots of really cute designs, so definitely go check her out.
Hi. I saved you a piece of cheese. I did. You want it?
Oh. Okay, I've got mashed potatoes going over here, and this, ma'am, this just came out of the oven. I checked. Some of them are well done, and then the two in the middle are like medium well, which is perfect. So these are done. I'm gonna let these rest. Let me go ahead and turn off our oven. And I'm gonna finish up our mashed potatoes. And I think that's all we're gonna have tonight. I was thinking about steaming some broccoli, but we're not that hungry. So we're gonna go with just meat and potatoes. So to start out, it's just me and Steven. Cole is gonna have some a little bit later. But this came from Miss Alma Trumbull.
Oh, okay.
See, he knows who she is.
I know. I have heard that name.
Uh-huh.
Looks good. Smells good.
It smells divine.
Mmm. That's lots of flavor.
Well, good.
Wow. And the pork chop is good and tender. You got the cheese. You get that onion flavor now.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The fried onions. And then, okay, we're going to have to talk about this sauce now.
Uh-oh.
Some kind of cream or something. I don't know.
It's a sour cream dip. You know that
Oh.
sour cream dip you can get, the French onion dip you can get in the refrigerated section for like
No
chips
way.
and stuff? That's what's on it.
That is really good.
What is it? If you hear water in the background, we have something going back there. I'll tell you more about that soon, but, ma'am, can I eat? She said no. I cut her off a piece of pork chop that doesn't have the stuff on it. I don't know if she'll eat it or not. I'm gonna take that as a yes. Good gracious, you didn't even chew it. Crazy? Okay, add that to the list of things I love. Pork chop. Okay, so if you are a regular here, then you know normally the guy who's half off camera.
Yeah, always half on camera.
Half off camera.
Never learned it.
He normally reads comments from last week's video, but we let time slip away from us. However, we do have one comment, and it came in the form of a letter to my P.O. box. It comes from Audrey. She lives in Utah. She sent me a sweet letter along with a recipe in the letter. And then kind of at the bottom, she had a question. Basically, she said, I know you're God-fearing people, but why do you not say a blessing before eating your food? We do. We just don't film that. And there's a few reasons for that. He said he doesn't mind if we film it, but I would have to film it, and therefore I wouldn't be able to focus on the prayer. And there are plenty of times where we are saying our prayer before our food, and we pray for somebody in particular, and that's not something we want to share.
Maybe
obviously.
we could sprinkle some of that in sometimes.
Maybe somehow, some way, but it's just hard. I want to make sure that I'm focused and actually saying my prayer and meaning it with my heart and not holding a camera. So, any other words?
No other words.
Our commentator has no comments.
Question.
It was a great question. And
yeah.
it was a very sweet letter that she sent.
Yeah.
So thank you, Audrey. We appreciate that. All right. Actually, we are about to go have family worship time now. But thank y'all so much for watching. We really appreciate you being here week in and week out. It really blesses our heart to read your comments and engage with you. So keep those comments coming. Thank you so much. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.